Alright, YouTube, it's Shadow King Natsu, and I'm here with my review of Dragonball Super, episode 64. So, after Vegeta received to give the smackdown to Black Goku, uh, Black Goku was still talking shit to Vegeta, like saying that he was just an appetizer. Still keeping out that old high and mighty attitude, which Vegeta continues to put him in his place, even throwing a huge key blast at him, which looked a lot like the Final Flash. It might have been the Final Flash, or it could have just been a big key blast. I'll leave that up to you. And then Black Goku says that he finally understands how Vegeta got stronger. It wasn't just through training, but he also feels that it was his rage boost, kind of like what Trunks did. He feels that whenever they allow themselves to get angry, that allows them to increase their power. And he felt that they never exploited that because they felt that power through anger was something that only a disgusting mortal would do, which he decides to resort to doing to further his own ends, and proceeds to use his keyblade to stab his own hand. I'm not sure it hurt him because it didn't look like he was bleeding or anything. Sorry. But yeah, it really looked like some kind of sadomasochism thing. And he, through uh, through his own rage, he's able to turn his keyblade into a key scythe, and was able to tear a hole through space and time. Which he says he doesn't even know what's going to result from doing it. Maybe he should have uh, not have done that and waited until he actually knew what he was capable of doing. But whatever. Meanwhile, Zamasu is starting to praise their new power. But Goku takes the opportunity to sucker punch Zamasu in the face, which is well deserved because he's an arrogant prick. And Zamasu's saying that Goku is just wasting his time because he's immortal, but Goku says that he's totally prepared to take Zamasu down, even despite his immortality. Uh, Unfortunately, Zamasu gets back up because the portal that Black Goku created opened up uh, opened up for more Black Gokus. I'm not sure if they're from another dimension or anything, or if they just copies made via whatever that portal was from. Uh, it didn't really say. But Goku and Vegeta decide to have to fight them. But whenever they hit them, they turn into a cloud of smoke and reform back again. Kind of reminds me a lot of like what Super Boo did back in the Boo saga. And meanwhile, Zamasu is going after Future Trunks, Ma, and Bulma, who are busy trying to repair the time machine and had finished repairing the Mafuba. The Mafuba jar. To which she says that Trunks is going to have to learn the Mafuba since Goku is busy. And he says, but he doesn't know how to use the Mafuba, and even tried to do some ridiculous poses to activate that power. Even doing one that reminded me of that Captain Ginyu pose, which makes me feel really uncomfortable, for obvious reasons. But fortunately, Bulma took a iPhone video camera video of Piccolo doing the Mafuba, just in case something happened. And you figured it'd probably be better if Piccolo would have tried to come along to use the Mafuba, just in case Goku couldn't do the job, since he knows and mastered the Mafuba and probably could seal up Zamasu. Now I'm starting to sound like Quaman. But whatever. I And then to buy him some time for them to get the technique down, Bulma decides to, well, for lack of a better term, whore herself out to Zamasu, saying that she was going to say she was going to marry him and become his goddess. And Zamasu was not interested. And don't anybody take this to think that Zamasu's gay or anything. He just thinks he's a god that's above romantic attachments. And it also doesn't help that he's also a narcissist. But before Zamasu can kill Bulma in the same fashion that Blood Goku did during the first episode of this saga, Trunks performs the Mafuba and seals Zamasu in the Mafuba jar. I call bullshit on that because, yeah, I know Saiyans have the ability to learn abilities really quickly just by seeing them, but you're seriously telling me Future Trunks picked it up in a few minutes when it took Goku like a few hours to master that? No. This really is some lazy writing. And there's been some people that say that I'm just like some Dragon Ball fanboy. No, when Dragon Ball does some stuff that I don't agree with, I will call it out. And these are one of those things that I don't agree with. I really don't buy that Future Trunks could learn the Mafuba that quickly. And the plan does not go out so well because, well, apparently Goku forgot the ceiling tag that was supposed to come along with the Mafuba jar. Again, this is Toei trying to create false conflict via making Goku look stupid. When he's not stupid, he's naive. And I really hate how Toei's treating Goku like that. It would have been much better if Master Roshi was the one who forgot to give Goku the ceiling tag, which would have made more sense. He's old, he could get senile, and could be forgetful, which would have made this not Goku's fault. I really want Toei to stop doing things at Goku's expense. There are ways to have conflict without making characters look stupid. However, yeah, so Zamasu escapes, and Black Goku says what's wrong, and Zamasu says that they've underestimated these mortals. And Black Goku says, well, we're gonna have to resort to our trump card, which is using the Patara earrings to fuse himself into, we don't have a name for their fusion, but it basically looks like mostly Zamasu, but with Goku's hairstyle, and it's white. And no, people, this is not that Super Saiyan white thing that Akira Toriyama was experimenting with before he created Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. Sorry. And he basically says that he should be praised and revered, and he's the ultimate god. Kind of like he's got pretty much a whole Lucifer attitude to himself. Like this prick who's incredibly pretentious thinks he's the biggest thing in the universe. So, and that's pretty much where the episode ends. This was a decent episode, not as great as the last one. I mean, it really got bogged down by how things seemed a little bit contrived, and really did not like how Toei's continuing to make Goku look stupid when I've said numerous times that he's not stupid, he's naive, and they gotta figure out a better way to how to write Goku. Maybe if Akira Toriyama gave them better instructions on how to write Goku and what his actions and responses should be, I feel that might help the writing better. But everything else was pretty interesting. I did like some of the callbacks to Dragon Ball, even with Bulma kind of flirting with Zamasu just to get rejected. And It was nice to also see that Goku and Vegeta were putting the smackdown on Zamasu and Black Goku for their arrogance. And that whole transformation of the fusing between Zamasu and Black Goku was pretty epic. That was the best part of the episode. And I predict that, well, we can obviously tell that they're going to have a hard time against him because we saw the previews. And the Goku and Vegeta are struggling, which is obviously going to have to force them to fuse, and either the Supreme Kai or Gawasu, who is also Supreme Kai, but let's not get into that, will have to get them the Batara earrings so that they can fuse into Vegeta, and they'll have to fight whoever Zamasu's new form is called. Until they get a name, I'm going to call it Zamaku. So, that was my review of Dragon Ball Super Episode 64, and I'll catch you guys later.